Hey coach, welcome back. Great to see you again. In the previous video, Sergio talked about the logistical preparations required before a competition. In this one, we are going to talk about the perhaps even more important preparations regarding managing everyone's expectations before going to a competition. Managing expectations is one of the most important elements to create positive relationships and positive experiences. It is very difficult to judge if we are happy or not with something or someone when we haven't got clear expectations. When taking a group of young participants to a competition, there are a few people we need to make sure we have clarified expectations with. 1. Myself, the coach, and all other coaches involved. 2. The program leaders. 3. The parents. And 4. The participants. All these people will have different expectations, and it is our job to make sure they understand our expectations and philosophy going into a competition, to avoid any misunderstandings or disappointment. We have to create a common language, so we are all on the same page right from the start. As I say, first we have to make sure we understand our own expectations and our own staff's. As a coach, particularly if you adhere to the idea of true competition, there are a few things you need to be clear about. For instance, how am I going to present the competitions to the kids and their families? Will I try to win at all costs? Will I give every child sufficient playing time? Will I emphasize improvement and development over results? Will I put pressure on referees or just let them do their job? Do my coaching staff have the same expectations, or do we have to discuss them prior to the competition? It is super important to have agreed all these elements before the competition starts. You don't want to be asking yourself these questions in the middle of an event, when the stakes are high and the pressure is on. Similarly, it's important that all this is discussed with the program leaders well in advance of the competition. Whether you coach in a school, a club, or a representative program, making sure that those above you understand and agree with your approach will help make sure everyone is singing from the same hymn sheet. If there's no agreement between coach and program leaders, the best solution may be to move on to a different program and find a better match for you as a coach. Next, it is as important that parents are completely aware of your expectations for the event. But it is also important that you are aware of theirs. Then you can discuss any discrepancies. Playing time distribution, starters and sub-policy, required support, child and parent behavior, even tactics may need to be discussed to help them understand why you are playing in a particular style to help their kids develop. I do it all the time. I find that normally the more information parents have, the least likely they are to fight you or to go behind your back trying to cause trouble or disgruntle other parents. And last but not least, we have to manage the children's expectations to make sure they can just focus on doing their best and enjoying the experience. Things we may have to agree with them include the true competition philosophy of partnership and improvement, playing time expectations, roles and responsibilities, behavior on and off the field, attitude towards coaches, teammates, opposition, referees, officials, and supporters, engagement with their parents during the competition, and finally, the consequences of failing to live up to any of the agreed expectations. Yes, I know what you are thinking. A lot of plates to spin. I promise you, it is worth it. Setting clear expectations for all makes everyone accountable, More importantly, it makes you accountable. I always ask my staff, parents and players to monitor my behavior. And if any of them fall short of my expectations, they have total permission to pull me up and say, "Hey coach, that's not what we agreed." It's a very powerful experience for all involved. Try it. Okay, so now we are ready to compete. In the next video, Sergio will take a nosedive into the realities of coaching in competition and how to manage the kids and yourself. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Keep calm and coach on.